Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're obsessed with the bold and the beautiful like I am, you already know that drama never sleeps, and right now the spoilers are absolutely on fire. Today, we are diving deep, super deep, into one of the most talked about, jaw-dropping developments that is shaking the Forrester family and Forrester creations to its very core. Steffy Forrester Finnegan, played by the phenomenal Jacqueline McInnes Wood, has always been the ultimate Forresters first kind of leader. She's protective, fiercely loyal to the family name, and usually puts that legacy above everything else. But in recent episodes, especially the bombshell that dropped around March 11th, Steffy made a move so bold it has the entire fanbase questioning her priorities, her leadership, and even her loyalty to the family she has sworn to protect. Let's break this down step by step, because this storyline is packed with layers upon layers: family tension, personal trauma, workplace power plays, and some serious emotional fireworks that are going to keep us talking for weeks. If you're new to the show or just catching up after a busy week, trust me, this hire isn't some random HR decision. This is a powder keg that is threatening to explode every relationship in the Forrester orbit and test Steffy's leadership in ways we honestly haven't seen in a very long time. First things first, let's talk about who Melissa Dillon actually is. Because for those of you who might have missed her earlier appearances, she didn't just pop up out of nowhere. Dillon started out in a more peripheral role on the show, but she quickly became someone we all started paying attention to. She was introduced as Little Hayes Finnegan's art teacher during his summer school sessions. Sweet, caring, patient, and genuinely great with kids. Hayes absolutely adores her, and that is no small thing, because Steffy's little boy does not warm up to just anyone. That bond between Dillon and Hayes is pure gold, and it's clearly tugging at Steffy's heartstrings as a mom. But Dillon's life has been anything but simple. She has endured absolute chaos tied to the Luna Nozawa storyline. Luna, played by the talented Lisa Yamada, was involved in some of the darkest, most intense plots the show has thrown at us in years, and it left a trail of emotional wreckage for everyone involved. Dillon has serious trauma from those events, including the fallout from Luna's actions and that shocking hit-and-run revelation where Dillon confessed to being the one who hit and killed Luna with her car in a previous twist. That's heavy stuff. That kind of secret, that kind of guilt, that kind of public confession, it changes a person. It shapes how they move through the world, how they trust, how they try to rebuild. After everything she's been through, Dillon has been working at Il Giardino, Deacon's restaurant, trying to keep her head down and make ends meet. But it's clear she's ready, desperate even, for a fresh start, a real opportunity to prove herself again. And that's exactly where Steffy steps in like the boss she is. In the March 11th episode, Steffy pulls Dillon into Forrester Creations and offers her a position, likely something in reception or administrative support to help keep the office running smoothly. You could feel the tension in the air the second that conversation started. Dillon hesitates at first. She doesn't jump at the chance. She voices real, honest concerns about how this is going to play out, especially with Electra Forrester. Dillon repeatedly brings up Electra's potential reaction, worried that showing up at Forrester Creations every single day is going to reopen old wounds and create unnecessary conflict that nobody needs right now. She's self-aware. She knows her presence is going to stir the pot. But Steffy is firm. She tells Dillon straight up that whatever personal drama is swirling between her, Electra, and everyone else, including Will Spencer, Electra's ex, is none of her business as the boss. Literally, Steffy says the relationship mess shouldn't factor into whether Dillon gets the job. She brushes off her reservations like they're yesterday's coffee and insists there's still a chance for everyone to work things out as friends or at least civil colleagues. Steffy's mindset here is crystal clear. This is about giving a deserving person an opportunity, recognizing the trauma Dillon has carried, and helping her rebuild her life. It's compassionate, yes, but it's also also pragmatic. Forrester Creations is a billion-dollar fashion empire that needs capable, reliable people, and Dylan has proven time and again that she is kind-hearted, hardworking, and especially trustworthy around A's. Now, let's shift gears and talk about why this decision hits Electra Forrester so hard. Electra, played by the rising star Linnea Grace, is a newer addition to the Forrester family as Ivy Forrester's niece. She has been carving out her own place in the jewelry design side of Forrester Creations. She's young, ambitious, talented, and until recently, she had what looked like a pretty solid romance with Will Spencer. But that relationship blew up in spectacular fashion, partly due to tensions involving Dylan. There were suspicions, stolen kisses, breakups, and enough heartbreak to fill an entire season. Electra has already tried to warn Steffy that bringing Dylan in is not good for the business or the family dynamic. She pleaded with Steffy, begged her not to hire Dylan, argued that it's personal and messy and will only cause problems. But Steffy shut that down cold. She told Electra she's focusing too much on her own feelings instead of what's best for Forrester Creations. Steffy basically said, "Suck it up and do your job." Those words are going to echo for a long time. And that's exactly where the big loyalty question comes roaring in. Steffy has always preached Forresters come first, family above all. It's practically her motto. But here she is, prioritizing helping Dylan, someone technically outside the immediate family circle, over shielding her own relative Electra from more pain. Some fans are already calling it straight-up disloyalty. Is Steffy breaking the unwritten Forrester code by not backing her blood? By not holding the same grudges? By refusing to let family drama dictate hiring decisions? In a way, yes, she is putting business needs and genuine compassion ahead of family solidarity. But is that really disloyalty? Or is it exactly what a strong CEO should do? Let's sit with that for a minute. Think about it logically. Steffy is the boss. She gets the final say on who joins the team. Forrester Creations is a billion-dollar fashion empire, not a family therapy session. Electra can be upset. She has every right to her feelings after the breakup and the ongoing chaos. But Steffy should not have to run every single hire by Electra's romantic history or personal grudges. That is not how a company thrives. Steffy's decision feels refreshing because it shows her stepping away from her usual habit of inserting herself into every single drama. Logans versus Forresters, secret affairs, betrayals, you name it. Here, she's drawing a line and saying, this isn't about you, this is about the job and giving someone a real chance. That's mature leadership, even if it stings for Electra right now. And let's give credit where credit is absolutely due. It's genuinely nice to see Steffy acknowledge Dylan's struggles so openly. Hayes loves Dylan, and that means everything to Steffy as a mother. After all the Luna-related turmoil that rocked so many lives, including Dylan's, Steffy stepping up to offer stability feels right. It's a compassionate move in a show that is usually packed with revenge plots, scheming, and backstabbing. Dylan hesitated, Steffy insisted, and in the end, Dylan accepted. Dylan is now officially part of Forrester Creations' team, and the clock is already ticking on the fallout. Of course, this is not going to end quietly. The spoilers we're hearing indicate that Electra and Steffy's relationship is going to take a serious hit because of this Dylan hire. Expect major family friction, heated confrontations in the design room, maybe even Electra trying everything in her power to change Steffy's mind in the upcoming episodes. Electra might huff and puff, throw some accusations around, or even rally other family members against the hire. There are hints she'll go ballistic, perhaps declaring some kind of quiet war over her split with Will, and now this workplace invasion that feels like salt in the wound. But Steffy seems ready to stand her ground, and honestly, it would be fantastic television to see her hold firm, not out of stubbornness, but because she genuinely believes she's right. The company has to come first, and personal messes should not be allowed to derail real talent or real opportunities.
Some viewers are already arguing that Steffy is being selfish or blind to family loyalty. But let's flip the script for a second. If Steffy had caved to Electra's pressure, wouldn't that set a dangerous precedent where every single hire gets veto based on who someone dated or fought with in the past? That is not sustainable for a business, especially one as competitive as Forrester Creations. Steffy is shaking things up, and this storyline desperately needs that energy. The Forrester family has been through design thefts, health scares, romantic betrayals, paternity bombshells, you name it. Injecting fresh tension through a loyalty versus leadership conflict feels earned, exciting, and long overdue. Let's go even deeper on Steffy's character for a moment too, because Jacqueline McInnes Wood has been playing this role for so many years, and she always brings such nuance. Steffy has survived more than most characters on daytime TV. Kidnappings, betrayals, losing children, fighting for her family's legacy.